Hello, hello. Welcome everybody to the live stream replay. Actually, the live people probably aren't hopping on yet, but if you're watching the replay, I will do my best to leave some jump links in the description below. So you can skip like this intro, obviously, where I'm just going to be sitting here waiting for a few people to come live. After this live stream is over, you can use the jump links in the description and jump around to some of the different stuff I want to talk about, which is funnels. So I am going to kick this off in just a few minutes. I'm actually going to give people a link to my notes right here so you guys can follow along and also comment. I have the link right here. I will post that in just a second. I'm actually going to do a countdown timer. I'm going to start in like 3 minutes. So go grab coffee, go to the bathroom. Where's my 0 key? There we go. 3 minutes. I will start this live stream officially in 3 minutes. But before that, let me grab the actual... what's up, Eric? I see you, buddy. Good to see you. Where's my link? Link X, and then it is funnel QA. There we go. Funnel QA. Funnel QA. Funnel QA. I won't forget that. Will Eric forget that? I don't know. Let's do that. And this is my notes. And I will add it. There we go. Look at that. Doesn't that look nice? All right. Welcome to the live stream, Eric, and anybody else who might be watching. I'll kick it off in 2 minutes. Make sure I got my notes pulled up. My notes. And also, if you hear anything on this live stream that doesn't sound quite like Pete, that would be my family, my kids, who just got home early from school. And I'm using my condenser microphone, my shotgun mic up here, which picks up a lot of room noise. Sorry in advance. Sorry, not sorry. Actually, whatever. It's cool. That's fine, right? That's fine. Family, man. Work at home. This is what we're here for. Let me zoom in on this. Can we get nice and big? Yeah, look at that. Isn't that nice? That's cool. All right, I'll kick this off in about 1.5 minutes. I know there's a stream delay, but how are you doing, Eric? It'll take a couple of minutes before you hear me. Make sure I got all my junk set up. Think I'm good to go. Yeah, man. If you're here in chat, please drop me a name and or URL. If you want to go ahead and drop that in there, I will try and copy and paste that so I don't forget it. I'm going to open up some people's sites. I had a number of people email me. I picked 4 or 5 that had some questions attached to their URL. So I'm going to open those up in a little while too, and maybe just give them some ideas for, I'm going to say funnels, but you'll see what I mean by that in just a second, because people misunderstand funnels. And one of the first questions I wrote down here, which I'll get to in just a second, is what is a funnel? And more specifically, what does Pete mean with a funnel? Because I think I want to hit that first and foremost. So we'll get to that in just a minute. I'm actually, you know what I should do? I should come over here. I should make this a tiny bit smaller and then move it over and just keep it here. There we go. So you can get these notes at dyeb.link/funnelqa, dyeb.link/funnelqa. You'll see it. This is what it looks like. I'm about to go through it. You can drop comments here if you want to, or you can, of course, comment on the live stream, and I shall see that as well. I'm actually just going to leave that up on the screen. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's go ahead and kick this off. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the live stream. Glad you're here. All right, so I want to kick this off with what is funnels. I'm going to talk about funnels today, but really, people misunderstand this word so much. It's absolutely insane. And I just want to hit what I think this is. And I'm actually just going to jump into BMF, which is the course I'm launching this week. Hashtag go buy it. Hashtag maybe I'll sell you on it later. But for now, I actually just want to jump in and go down to funnels for complete beginners. I know I have this in here somewhere. There we go. Look at this. It is a system you build that walks your customers through the buyer journey, whatever that might look like. That's it. A funnel is not a 7-figure, I have to have a high ticket offer. It is not I need a full team with several products and I need this amount of revenue or this amount of audience or this amount of email subscribers. A funnel is not that. A funnel is a system that you build that walks your audience through the customer buyer journey. Whatever steps they need to do in order to do business with you. Now, one more thing. What is an evergreen funnel? Evergreen meaning 365 days a year. It's basically any sort of funnel or offer or system or evergreen promotion or evergreen email list or whatever. It just means there are no specific dates tied to anything. It's different for every single subscriber that comes in. People can join the funnel pretty much anytime, and they'll get pitched accordingly, like 7 days later, a time delay, or 3 months later, or whatever that stuff is. It's not tied to June 1, April 7, whatever today is, right? So that's what I mean by funnel. I want to start like getting this in the internet's head that funnels are not complicated. They're not just for product owners. They're not just for 7-figure businesses. They're not just for this or that. A funnel is any automated system that you build that walks your buyer through the customer journey. That's it. Period. Now I'm actually going to close down my thing right here. Close down the actual BF notes. Let me go back. Hello, Marco. What's up? Hey, Wendy. Thanks for coming on. What is a funnel? Okay. Next up, that was what is a funnel. Automated system. That's it. That just walks people through a buyer journey. That's it. That could look like a billion different things. And we'll get to that in just a second. How to figure out like, okay, there's a billion different things. What about for me? I'll get to that in just a second. Moving on. When is the right time to buy a funnel? Buy a funnel? Excuse me. Build a funnel. I'm a complete noob. I have like 50 products. I have somewhere in between. Doesn't matter. When do I do this? When is a good time for me as an entrepreneur, online business owner, blogger to build a funnel? And I'd like to give this example right here. You heard of like putting the cart before the horse, meaning working on something that's not going to be as effective because you should have worked on the horse first. Like the cart doesn't go before the horse. You guys have heard this metaphor before, putting the cart before the horse. So a lot of times, this is what we think of, blogging, right? Build the audience first. That would be the horse. The horse pulls the cart. Build the audience first. And then monetize, create a product, sell to them, double down on affiliate marketing, or whatever that stuff is. And that's fine. That is one way to do things. But there's the other extreme, which would be, I'm going to build a funnel now. I'm going to like build an online course now before I have 100 email subscribers, before I have any traffic, yada, yada. Well, obviously, no one's going to buy that yet. So that's why people say this, right? Build the audience first. I want to propose something counter to both of those, which is a good balance of both. What I mean by that is, if you just focus on the horse, building your audience, I love this metaphor. If you just focus on building your audience with no monetization whatsoever, no ads, affiliates, or products, or funnels, or anything, you're not going to make a dime. At least while you're building your audience. Maybe in the future, you can create a product and sell it. That'll be great, right? That's not really ideal either. What I would like to propose is that you build a minimal cart, your monetization funnel, whatever that looks like. It doesn't have to be products. We'll talk about that in a second. Affiliate marketing, products, services, whatever. Build something and then have it implemented live, evergreen, funnel, available for sale. Have it there, have the sales funnel, a minimal version of it, and then focus everything on building the massive horse, right? This way, you're focusing on building your audience, but you have a monetization system in place. Remember what is a funnel and Pete's definition? Just a system that like walks people through the customer journey. I propose building some sort of system, a funnel, one product. Doesn't have to be a massive course either. It could be a $19 PDF, a checklist. I got a whole thing for free. You can go to doyouevenblog.com/PPP, just the letters, and that goes you through like brainstorming a bunch of product ideas. I'm not going to show it to you right now, but the point is, you don't have to spend a lot of time and effort building a funnel while you have no audience. That would be a waste of time. But a good balance is having some system in place as you build your horse, as you build the audience. And then as your horse gets faster and bigger, then more people come through the funnel and more people come through the funnel. And then one day your horse is so massive that you need to update the cart, right? This measly version 1 funnel is no longer, adequate, and you need to up your game, and then you're like 6 figures, 7 figures, and beyond, right? So when is the best time to start building a funnel? Immediately, but don't spend all your time there because you're not going to make any money if you have no audience. There's a good balance of both. Horse, cart. I had a lot of fun drawing this, by the way. Yes, I drew that and not my 4-year-old, but neither here nor there. Okay, do I need a product first? No, absolutely not. And I have some like beginner mistakes down here that I want to like talk through in a second. And I think this is kind of one of them. Thinking that you need XYZ in order to build a funnel. We just talked about, I need an audience to build a funnel, or the opposite. I don't need an audience at all. Do I need a product? No. Affiliate marketing. Why don't more people build affiliate marketing funnels? I'm going to go back down to my like BMF core content right here. I think I have, where's my inspiration? Here's what's possible. Yes, passive income, thank you page. Okay, let's just like take this for an example. What if you didn't have any products, but you have website traffic? Cool. You've been focusing on SEO. You've been blogging for a year or two. You have a podcast or whatever it is. I don't have any really great proven products yet. Why don't you do this? Get people on the email list, which you're probably already trying to do. Build one thank you page that has your favorite affiliates. And then one email that has your favorite affiliates. Like a best of thing. And look, this is the sort of offer that no one is ever going to be angry about, and that the history of building your audience. Never have I ever seen some like best up, my favorite affiliates, don't call it that, my favorite blogging tools in my niche. Never have I ever been angry at somebody for putting that in front of me. That's like the opposite of a sales pitch. That's not even their products. Affiliates, I don't care. You give me your affiliate links, whatever. But it's so unobtrusive. It's so helpful. It's so just there for the right picking. You don't need any products. Do you have affiliates? I'm assuming you probably do. Grab your favorite ones, or grab your affiliates that you already have content over, like review posts. My Elementor review, my Elementor tutorial. Here are my Elementor templates for absolutely free. Affiliate links, affiliate links, affiliate links. Like, why aren't more bloggers doing that? And then, by the way, once you build that, a thank you page, one email. That's a funnel, by the way. Thank you page with some affiliate offers, one email that's like, here are my favorite things for, I don't know, whatever your niche is. Parenting, budgeting, blogging, whatever that stuff is. Why aren't more bloggers doing this? You set that up once, it'll take you maybe a couple of hours, I'm guessing, right? And then you just leave it. That's passive income. That's like the definition of passive income. Ugh, I'm so fired up about these things. I wish more people did this. More bloggers, no products. Start here. You can always add products later. You can always expand your funnels later. You can add more emails, nurture sequences, all this other stuff. You could do all that stuff later, but you could start today right here. Okay, I'll get out of my BMF notes, go back to my Q&A. What's next? I'm fired up about that. Okay, I just saw this a couple of hours ago. I was in a Facebook group. It was actually my friend Kellen's. Maybe you guys know him. He posted something about, when I say the words passive income, what comes to your head? And a few people were like, I won't throw them under the bus here, but a few people were like, not real. Or my friend Liz said, BS, right? Is passive income real? Is this actually a thing? And I want to stake my claim right here and now and say a bunch of people have this argument over semantics, whatever that word is, where we think passive means one thing but actually means something else. I don't know exactly what the definition of passive is, but I'll tell you passive income, in my opinion, is 100% real. Yes, you have to do some work to build passive income. It's not like free money. It's not like you do nothing and you somehow earn cash flow from the gods above. That's not what I mean by passive income. What I mean by passive income is what most people mean, probably, and that is you build something that continues to produce income without your continued involvement. And of course that's real. People do this all the time. My friend Kellen, he released a YouTube video that was like, I made like $10,000 a week or something like that here in my passive income. I consider maybe like 80% of my income passive because I'm not doing any ongoing work to directly make it. I try to do stuff like my BMF launch this week. Sometimes they work, sometimes I don't. That's not passive, that's active. Passive income, 100% real. I will have fisticuffs with anybody else who says otherwise. Like I took 3 months off last year in 2021 and I made income during those months. I wasn't like, a bajillion dollars, but it was several $1,000s a month. I didn't work. Like that's passive income. Yes? Sorry. I'm a little argumentative here, but I really do believe this. Let's move on before I start ranting even more. By the way, Tim, welcome. My Something Beautiful Life, welcome. Wendy's still here. You guys drop links in up here on the comment stream. By the way, the link to this should be here. dyeb.link/funnelqa. You can actually comment up here. You can see my notes as I'm going through them. If you want me to take a look at your website, and if I have time, I will add them to the bottom here. A few people emailed me with like questions and stuff I'll get to in a second. But you guys are welcome to post links, and I'll get to them. And honestly, I'll just give you some funnel ideas. I think that's where a lot of people get hung up. Is like, what do I need? What do I want to build? What's good? What's bad? I don't have a product. I have one product. I have 20 products. Like, I have this audience size. I have this audience size. Like, what do I build? It's actually the next question I want to go through right here. How to figure out what you should be building for your business. I should have put this down here because I really want to talk about this first. Yes, I'm going to do that. I'm sorry. Watch this. Watch me whip. Oh, yeah. You see how I move that? Notion. Okay. I want to come back to that because this is important. These are like myths. These are like misconceptions. These are beginner mistakes. Even, I'm not talking about beginner bloggers. I'm talking about no matter what stage of business you are, like starting to build funnels, starting to build systems and automations to help people buy things, right? Number one is putting off doing this, putting off working on this, because I understand if you don't have time. I understand if you're busy and you don't have time to learn how to do a funnel and like build a funnel, which is stupid. And you should pay me for BMF because I'll make this super easy and fast for you. But aside from that, a lot of people don't do this, not because of that, but because they have some preconceived notions as to what funnels are. And I'm going to pick on Wendy because Wendy is, Wendy's in BMF and Online Impact. Thank you, Wendy. I love you. You're doing awesome stuff. I'm going to just throw you under the bus. I don't know if this is true or not, but you said you didn't have funnels. And I would guess that part of the reason is, number one, you don't really have a clear idea in your head of what you should do, which we'll talk about in a second. And number two, you're still not really sure what a funnel is or should be. A funnel is for advanced entrepreneurs. A funnel is for 7-figure entrepreneurs. A funnel is this, and I'm not ready yet. I don't have enough traffic. I don't have enough email subscribers. I don't have enough products. Maybe some of these are actual valid, by the way. I don't want to like discount that. But a lot of people putting off even thinking about these sorts of systems because they don't think they're ready for it yet. It's going to be hard. It's not going to be hard. I can walk you through this. And by the way, like, forget me launching, this is a terrible sales pitch. Forget me launching BMF. There are free templates in Elementor for landing pages and sales pages. There are free emails like everywhere. Yes, you should pay me for BMF because we do this a lot differently and we do it faster. But in general, like, there are templates and shortcuts and copy all over the internet, free and paid, that can help you do these things faster, right? Just another little rant there. Also, content. I have to produce a lot of content. Now, this is something I have failed at. We'll talk about that in 1 second, actually. We'll come back to it. And then I don't have a product yet. People put up building funnels because they don't have a product yet. And part of that's valid and part of it's really not. You can still nurture your audience. You should put affiliate offers in front of people. You should point people back to your website just to make sure that you're having content in front of them. And by the way, hang on. Let me rant for a second. What if you wanted to take 3 months off? No. I'm telling you what. What if you... This is terrible. What if you got hit by a bus and you didn't die? I don't want to go that terrible. But what if you got hit by a bus and you had to spend 3 months recovering in the hospital? What would happen to your business? Do you have employees? If so, they might be able to pick up that slack. If your business isn't making that much more money anyways, growth will probably flatline. If you're pretty passive at this point, you've got a lot of organic SEO, maybe you have like a simple funnel up, you are so much more likely to not lose anything in that 3-month period. Or forget the death analogy, but what if you just want to take a break for 3 months? Having some sort of system, whether it's a full-on funnel with a launch sequence to an evergreen offer, like super advanced, fancy, complicated stuff, or just a simple nurture sequence with some affiliate offers, and then maybe a little bitty offer to some small price products, like a flash sale for my $99 product or my $49 product. If you had that, it would be easier to take that time off in several different ways. It would be easier emotionally to take that time off, knowing that you're nurturing your audience. And by the way, forget offers. That's what I'm talking about right here. Forget offers. Forget products if you don't have a product yet. If you just have the nurture sequence, if you just have pointing people to blog posts, if you just have some sort of automated system set up, even if it's not live all the time, you want to take a vacation, you could just hit one click of a button and now your funnel is on. And then you can go take a vacation for 3 months. Or maybe it's just on when you get hit by your bus and you have to, spend that time in the hospital. Terrible example. But I think you get my point, right? Having these things is leverage. These are assets. Funnels, systems, automations, nurture sequences, flash sales, tripwire offers on your thank you page. These are all funnels. These are systems for leverage, right? If you want to take time off, or you have to take time off, or if you just want to work on other things, right? That's what these things are. You don't have to have a product yet. You don't even have to do affiliates yet to honestly get some value out of a funnel. Okay. Stop ranting about this one for a second. Now, let's talk about content just for a second. I learned this the hard way. Okay, so I launched BMF last year, and I think I had 16 initial students in the beta, like 1.0. Now I'm launching 2.0, and you should go buy it because it's better. But back then, I had a lot of content, and I just dumped it on people. Like, you want to sign up? You're into funnels? I think I might build something for my business. Okay, here's Pete's brain. Like, into you. I just dumped this on people, and I showed them funnels, like 2-year funnels with like 50 emails and like launches and segmentation and ConvertKit and ActiveCampaign. And like, I went all out. And of course, it overwhelmed people. That's my fault, not theirs. And I've since made that a lot better. But the point is, a lot of people don't build funnels. A lot of people put this off. And even if they dive in and they start building some nurture sequence or welcome sequence or offer sequence or whatever, they try to do too much. They write down, okay, I'm going to do this, and then we're going to transition into a flash sale, and then we're going to transition into this offer, and then they draw it down on a piece of paper, which takes like 10 minutes, and then they're like, cool, this is great. This is my funnel, without realizing that 10 minutes is actually going to look like 10 months. Writing 50 emails and starting from scratch and building all the tech and stuff like that. And then they never launch. And again, I did this to my first BMF students unknowingly, and I got the same feedback from all of them, which was, wow, this is super overwhelming. Great content, super overwhelming. Which is, by the way, allow me to do my sales pitch. Which is why I'm like bringing this back down to like, what is version 1 of your funnel? Not like a rough draft, but like live on the internet, version 1 of your funnel that you can get done in a week or 2. There is something for everybody out there, whether you have products or not. There is an initial funnel with just 1 or 2 pages, meaning like a landing page and maybe like a tripwire offer or just a thank you page or a sales page if you have a product, and 1 or 2 emails. Maybe it's like the initial email that delivers something, and then maybe like a couple days later or a week later, you tell your story, and then you do a flash offer, a flash sale, or there's initial funnels that people can build in a couple of days, right? With the right tutorials, there's stuff out there that people can build in just a couple of days that you can push live. And then you can forget about for 6 months, right? Don't think of funnels and systems and everything Pete wants to talk about on live streams, as well as like BMF and Pete's products and whatever. You don't have to like do the entire thing. In fact, you shouldn't. Right? You don't have to do the 50 email version with deadline funnel and webinars and 7-day launch sequences. You don't have to do all that right at one time. You can do these things over time. You can start with 1 to 2 emails and 1 to 2 pages, which is what I suggest. And then you can forget about it if you have to do other stuff, or you can keep going, or you come back a month later and you add another email, and you come back a month later and you add another email. You start small. It's kind of stupid and people understand that. They start small, but no one does it. We spend 10 minutes on our iPads mapping out a funnel that's like going to take us 10 months. It happens all the time. I do the same thing, by the way. And I taught my BMF students to do that, and it was a massive fail. Okay. Last thing here. This is the beginner mistake. Again, we've kind of already talked about this already, so I won't spend a lot of time here, but they think a funnel is a mysterious word. They think like the bro funnel people. You know what I mean? Am I a bro funneler? Results.com is calling me. I don't know what that is. Am I a bro funneler? I don't know. I have not. But they think of the bro funnelers who are like 7 figures and massive funnels and the 3 core funnels and your funnel stack and all this stuff. That's a welcome sequence. How about that? That's much friendlier language. A welcome email sequence over 2 weeks that introduces people to your blog and your brand, that tells your story, that puts a little small offer in front of them. That's a funnel. That's a full-on fledged funnel. But a lot of people don't really think about it like that. They think of, oh, it's going to be the big thing, and I'm not Russell Brunson, and I'm not Amy Porterfield and all these people. Like, it's not for me. I just want to fix that right here and now. Yes, absolutely. A funnel is for you. If you have an audience, if you are trying to monetize that audience, a funnel is for you. You just don't have to call it a funnel. You can call it a welcome sequence. You can call it a tripwire, a slow funnel. You can do all these sorts of things, right? It's not just for the big Russell Brunson bro funnelers. By the way, I actually like Russell Brunson. Like, I don't know, maybe it's because of a lame white dude. That was a joke. Not a very funny one. Anyways, all right. Let's move on here. How to figure out what you should be building. And then we're going to get into y'all's stuff. When did you comment on your site? I feel like... Refresh the page just for a second. I'm not seeing... Oh, I see. Somebody commented up there. Ooh, okay. What's up, Lisa? We'll look at your stuff in just a minute. All right, last thing, and then we'll go into y'all's sites. How to figure out what you should be building for your business. I have something that I love to walk people through, which is inventorying your assets. Let me go back to the BMF core content. By the way, BMF is actually like, an accelerator and 4 videos. It's not just Pete and Notion, but these are my notes right here. I forgot where it is. Actually, I know it's in there. That didn't matter. I'm just going to tell it to you. I could search for it, but whatever. Inventory your assets. Okay, here's my exercise for you. Grab a piece of paper and a pencil. Doesn't have to be right now. Or, even better, a Google Sheet or an Excel document, and make a list of all of your paid products first. I do this. It's my service. It's my product. It's my course. It's my thing. Okay. Now, your freebies. I have this checklist. I made this PDF for this course, and I'm not currently offering it, but there's an asset I have. This could be a freebie. This could be a paid product. Write down all of your assets. Checklist, calendars, swipe files, templates, cheat sheets, webinars, pre-recorded videos, blog posts that you're big fans of, paid products like courses and stuff like that. All of your assets, just put them down on a piece of paper, or better yet, a spreadsheet where you can see them. And part of why I like doing this is because people realize, first of all, they have way more than they think. They're like, I don't have any products yet. I don't have this yet. And they do this exercise and they're like, well, actually, I got like 20 assets here. Like, a lot of them are small. They're like little PDFs. But you know what? These 4 things are actually related, and I could bundle those together. And I could make like a little binder, a budgeting bundle. Jamie in BMF, he kind of did this. He had like a main paid product, and he was like, I'm not really sure what else to do with these things. And he could just kind of like bundle some of them up. Like he was giving this one away for free, and that's fine. And this one away for free, and that's fine. Take an inventory of your assets. Paid products, free things, favorite blog posts, videos you have, webinars, whatever that stuff is, and put it on a piece of paper. It's handy to have. And by the way, if you create anything new, just go add it to the list. You may not need it right now. 6 months later, though, you might come back and be like, I need some money and I'd like to do a flash sale. What could I do? Maybe I could bundle these products, or maybe I could do this or this, or maybe I could make these paid. Or you know what? This one's like $99 and literally no one's ever bought it. So maybe I can make this free and have it lead into this product. And what I just said, there's a funnel, by the way, right? This thing that leads into this thing, that's what a funnel is. That's a system that walks your customers through the buyer journey. Take an inventory of your assets. Step number 2 would be to think through your customer journey. Again, remember, this is the main question that we are thinking about right here. We like color this. This is an important one. What do you guys think? Green? Green. Sounds good. There we go. Number 2 would be to think through the customer journey and what they need from you. This is never not helpful. This is never not helpful. Thinking through your avatar and your customer journey and what they need for you. And by the way, I know this is like really standard advice, right? Like identify your customer avatar. Write out your avatar. Journal on your avatar. I hate doing this, but I'm not gonna lie. I think it's important, especially when you're starting to put products in front of people. It can be handy to think through not only your avatar, but in our case, the customer journey. Do they need to buy this small product before they buy my high ticket offer, my coaching service, or whatever it is, right? Do they need to? Yes or no? How long does somebody need to be on my list before they will buy this offer? How long? Is it something that people know and understand immediately that I could put in front of them? Like Elementor for bloggers. If people saw that, they know pretty well what that is. Okay, I know what Elementor is. I'm a blogger. I want to learn how to do Elementor. People can make this connection. I don't need to have them on my list for 5 months before I pitch that. BMF, my Evergreen Funnels course, you're still not sold on if you're watching this, except for Wendy or Jamie or whoever's in the audience. Because you don't know me and you don't trust me and you don't know what it is and you have preconceived notions that are wrong about funnels and all this stuff, right? So I can't make that offer right away. It has to be a longer funnel. It doesn't have to be more complicated. It just has to be longer. I have to tell my story. I have to build more trust. I have to share customers' examples and testimonials and all that other stuff. Think through your customer journey. How long do they need to be on my list? What do they need to buy first? Can I pitch them right away? What are their pain points and struggles and challenges that I need to talk about in the funnel, right? Identify those top couple of challenges, and then put that content in front of them. If you have blog posts that talk about those, put that in a funnel, in a welcome sequence, in a nurture sequence. Like, think through the customer journey. And then step number 3 right here would be to think through your goals. What do you want? And I have a really good example. I don't think Raina's watching, so I'm going to throw Raina under the bus. Raina's like one of my best friends, and she's in BMF, and she is a coach. And yes, it would be nice to have like some sort of welcome sequence or a webinar funnel or something that just pitched people to book a call with her to see if they're going to be a coaching client. And that happens. That does happen, she says. And one of the things she told me a week or two ago, she's like, you know what I would like though? I understand that. And I got emails that I've written. I've got newsletters that I've sent out. I've got blog posts. I'm going to have a few YouTube videos. Like, I'm going to have these things that will help people get to know me, tell them about my coaching program, that whole stuff. She's like, I have that. But something I would like would be like a little bit of passive cash flow in the meantime. And I was like, I have an answer for you. That's your goal right there. This is what we're thinking about right here. Remember, like, what are your goals? What do you want from a funnel? And she was like, I would like a little bit more front end cash up front. It doesn't have to be 6 figures a year. It doesn't have to be $1,000 a month. It would be nice if I had like an extra $200, $300, $500 a month at the top of my funnel. And then people get to know me through my YouTube videos and my newsletters, and they become coaching clients and all that stuff later on. That's great. I already have that. And so, slow funnel. Self-liquidating offer. I'm not going to go into exactly what that means by now, but if I were Raina, I would be looking at what are some of my lower priced items that are more easily understood, as in my new subscribers, they don't have to know me as well. They don't have to trust me yet. They just see the product and it's clear what it is and what it does for them. Tools, templates, just really, really, really tiny offers like $9 or $19 or something like that. And then put that on the thank you page or in your first week of welcome sequence or like an early flash sale or any of that stuff. There's a lot of different things people could do. Think through your goals. So let's walk this back. You want to build a funnel. Great. Yay. Welcome to the club. First of all, take 10 minutes and inventory your assets. Free and paid. You'll never know when this will come in handy, but it does come in handy. Number 2, think through the customer journey. You have a niche. You have an industry. Maybe you even have a paid product already. What does that customer journey need to look like? How long does it need to take? Do they need to buy smaller items first, or does it matter? What do I need to put in front of them? What pain points do I need to talk about? What challenges do I need to talk about? All this other stuff. Think through that. Should take you less than 30 minutes to an hour. Just to like brainstorm that, write it into the Google Doc, etc. And last, write out your goals or think through your goals. Like, what do I want and what do I need right now for my own business? And then what could I build? Speaking of what could I build, last thing here, and then we'll move on, promise. Inspiration. I told you about BMF 1.0. The first thing I did, I actually showed it to you guys a second ago. The first thing I did last year when I did BMF was like, I put this in front of them. Look at this. You could build this type of funnel and this type of funnel and this type of funnel. I said, like, here's what's possible. You could do this and then you could do this. Look at this. This is like the most complicated looking thing ever. Why would I ever put that in front of people first? And you could do this, or you could do this, or you could do this. And people responded very clearly with, this is all amazing. And I'm so excited. And I'm also overwhelmed and I'm never going to start. I can't figure out what to build for me. And so getting inspiration for what you could build is a slippery slope. But at the risk of overwhelming you, I would say it's also important. And so I have a few YouTube videos that I would point people to that are totally free that showcase, here's some of the funnels that I run. Like the 1 hour blog post funnel is my main one. And it's going 365 days a year. I haven't touched it in like 9 months. Actually, I did. I updated it a little bit a couple of weeks ago. But this is one example. Here's another example. Here's another example. That stuff can get overwhelming really fast, but I do think it's helpful to just be inspired for what you want to build. What's going to work for your business. I'm not going to overwhelm you right here and now by showing you a bunch of funnels. I just kind of like highlighted those, but that's an important step of the process. Okay. I'm going to take a 60-second break and ask you guys for any questions or comments. And then as you guys are typing right here, there's a slight delay on the stream, by the way. So when you heard that, I will actually be a minute in the future. Think about that when you're trying to get to sleep tonight. No, so I will come back and I'm going to look through some of these people right here and some questions. And we got Wendy and I think Lisa up here. We might try and do as well while I take a sip of coffee. Wait, how do I? Oh, just default. There we go. Okay. Wendy's trying to think about book offers. Wendy has a book already out that she finished, and she also has some more book ideas, if I remember correctly. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I'll take a sip of coffee, and then maybe we can dive into these people's sites. By the way, thanks for hanging out with me. If any of this stuff sounds interesting and you trust me enough at this point, you should go check out BMF at doyouevenblog.com/BMF. Closes tomorrow night. I've never believed so strongly in our product. I'm stoked to do the 4-week accelerator over the next couple of weeks, just to have people have something live that's working for their business. I'm so excited about it. There's my sales pitch. You go check that out. Okay, let's dive in. Columbia. That's what I'm drinking right now. That I roasted, by the way. I roast my own coffee beans and grind it. And this is AeroPress Columbia. Columbia IV. All right, let's dive into some people's sites right here. I've done nothing in advance, by the way. I've not looked at these people's sites. I've not looked at their questions at all. Not even a little bit. So it's going to be a little sloppy. Okay, first up. We'll get to y'all stuff in a second here, Wendy. This one's going to be quick. I love this. Jenny emailed me and she asked, can a photographer use funnels? Can a photographer use funnels? Well, first of all, Jenny, you should not buy BMF because I'm not able to help you yet with that program. But yes is my answer. And remember what I said what funnels are. A system that walks people through the customer journey. Do you do small priced packages, like little day things? Do you do big weddings? Could you do these sorts of things first and then deliver emails or text messages? The photographers I've worked with, it's usually text. But if you send emails to people, I don't know. But you can absolutely get some pre-written emails. And then when you're done with your photos for this, like, let's say like they had like a toddler and they took some 1-year-old photos, you could absolutely have an email or two that goes out and says like, the first one's going to be like, hey, I finally finished your kids' photos. Like, here they are. Here's a link. You can download them. You can do all that stuff, yada, yada. In that email, I might even have something like, hey, by the way, do you know any friends that need toddler photos? If so, please refer them to me. I will give you a $50 Amazon gift card if you refer me anybody. That's a funnel. That's a referral funnel for photographers. And for photographers, referrals are like number one, right? That's how they get new business most of the time, referrals. I'm guessing. Maybe local SEO. I don't know. But yes, you could absolutely have some emails. Or by the way, text. Go to the AppSumo text product. Shorty SMS, I think. That's like the most, I don't know, beginner friendly like SMS texting platform that's pretty drag and drop. It's pretty easy to like implement some text funnels, if you will. Just like a couple of texts over like a week or two. And then that's it. Don't like annoy people in photography, but just be like, hey, I'm going to give you this 20% off coupon for any other thing you book with me in the next 3 months. I'm going to give you a 20% off coupon for any other photography gig session that you book with me in the next 3 months or whatever. So there you go. Yes, absolutely. You can have a funnel. Funnel is a system that walks people through your customer journey. Text, email, handwritten letter. That would be cool too. Anything. Ask for referrals. Give discount codes if they book another session with you. or just have an automated email that goes out 2 months after your session that says like, hey, I'm currently running a promotion where I'm doing family shots, family headshots for 20% off, and then have like a link for people to book a call with you or sign up or pay you or whatever. Yeah, you can absolutely do that. 100%. Tim. I think Tim's on the call. Interpreter workshop. Why are people calling me all of a sudden? It's weird. Okay, Tim. First of all, you need to fix your website because it's loading super slow. No, okay, you're fine. That wasn't actually that bad. Do I need a separate funnel for every product or service? Absolutely not. Here's what I recommend doing. I recommend having, by the way, the more products you have, the more freebies you have, the more complicated your life is, period. Right? Well, what I would suggest you do is have multiple automations for each freebie. Meaning if let's say you're in MailerLite and you have 3 different freebies, a checklist, a PDF of some kind, and whatever, it doesn't matter. Maybe you have 3 different automations for those. When somebody signs up on your website or the landing page or whatever it is, deliver the freebie. There you go. And by the way, maybe you do like another email the next day that's like, here's how to use this checklist. Here's how to use this PDF, this freebie. Those emails get high open rates. Good safety tip. But then maybe you just have all of those people funnel, if you will, into one product. I don't know if that makes sense for you or not. This depends on your business. But no, you don't need a separate funnel for each product. You might deliver separate delivery emails, of course. You have this freebie or this freebie. And if you have multiple products, like I'll say I have PodCourse and podcasting, and I have BMF, which has nothing to do with podcasting. I would do separate funnels for those. You don't have to, but you could. It'd be weird. Maybe if they're related enough, you could just have one funnel. And by the way, here's one more safety tip. What I would do in this case is I would have one funnel, and then after a month or 2 months or 3 months, whatever, I would pitch them this product. And then maybe I would have more nurture emails as they go down the funnel, and then I would do the other product. Again, this is optional. You could do it this way, or you could just have 2 separate funnels. They have this podcasting freebie, they go into the PodCourse funnel, which is like 5 emails over 5 weeks and then a pitch. Or they do the BMF funnel where they grab my free funnel checklist and then they get a couple of emails over a couple of weeks and then I pitch them BMF. It's up to you. You don't have to do it that way, but depends on how different the products are. Should I connect a product, course, webinars funnel to a freebie? I'm so confused here. Oh, you only have one freebie, signing up to my email list. This, I think you should connect a product, assuming it's related to the freebie. Deliver the freebie, nurture them, build authority, build trust, get them to know you, get them to like you. By the way, you do this by telling your story and all this other stuff. Have email templates and pre-written copy in BMF for days with these types of emails. You could implement these in like just a couple of hours max. MailerLite pay up. I have no funnels. Business is not officially launched. A couple of weeks. What I would suggest for you, Mr. Tim, join the discussion. Interpreters. Oh gosh, I could go on and on about y'all's websites. I have to get myself to focus. I don't know what this means. And I don't even know what your site's about. Interpreters workshop? Are you an interpreter? Because I don't know. Let's travel together to become better interpreters. That's the first time I'm hearing of it. I'll make that really clear. I help interpreters do this. Do XYZ. I help interpreters XYZ, whatever that is. Be very, very clear about that. So I would probably have a freebie here. You said you already had one. I don't know what it is. Maybe a workshop or whatever. And then, you do people on the workshop. You could absolutely have a few emails that go out after that. And then maybe you're booking people for like a one-on-one call to help them in their careers. You just charge like $99 for that to hang out for an hour. That would be a good product. Or a course or something. But I like this idea of just like a 9 a.m. podcast. I don't know. Like a little workshop. I got nothing for you, Tim. I don't really understand what you're doing for the most part. But I would definitely promote a freebie, which I don't really see you doing. And I would be very clear about who it's for. And then, I would have a couple of emails or something like that go out afterward. All right. For the sake of time, I'm going to move on. Sorry, Tim. I don't know if that was actually helpful. Didn't feel helpful. Marco is here. How would you create a funnel for Spartan watches? Cool. Is this your brand? Cool. I like watches. How would I create a funnel for? Okay, so the first thing I would ask myself is, what assets do I have? Remember this? We went through this a couple minutes ago. Inventory my assets. You have watches. Obviously, those are a bunch of assets. That's great. But what else do you have? Do you have freebies? Do you have a workshop? Do you have YouTube videos? All of these things. And then how am I going to get people on the email list? What are my assets that can get people on an email list? So without that, for these types of businesses, I don't see a lot of like funnel. But if you have something that can get people on an email list, yes, you can absolutely do this. You can absolutely do this. And it looks like Sport Loop for Apple Watch. Oh, so this is like this is like that stuff. Okay, cool. I'm assuming you have info content here, Marco. Wear Apple tech in your style connect. Okay, so you're piggybacking off Apple Watches. I like that. At least that's what I understand here. So yeah, I would try and figure out your assets to get people on the email list. After that, it should be easy. You talk about fitness, you talk about fashion, you talk about stuff that your audience is caring about. Remember, we did this right here, like your customer journey. I don't know what this is for your watch brand, but hopefully you have some idea of this. You got to inventory your assets and figure out how to get people on the email list. And then you got to figure out like, what are they getting at here? And if you're in e-commerce or physical products or whatever, hang on. There we go. This is going to be even easier. You're not selling digital products. This is even easier because you have photos, right? Put this in there, do some one-time discount codes for like a limited time. And then that's it. That's all you have to do. Like just keep putting these in front of people and being helpful. Walking people down the customer journey, whatever that is, learning about your business, your brand, tell your story, that'd be really important. That's why people buy from Patagonia and North Face and darn socks out of like Delaware or whatever, right? Like people do that because they love the brand and they love the business. So I would tell your story. I'll get people on the email list. You got to figure out how to do that. I can't help you there. Do that. Tell your story. Try and figure out how to walk them through like getting to know you, getting to know your brand, what you stand for, why you love Apple so much and they're going to change the world and change the future. Like, what's the why? And then just keep putting watch bands in front of people because it looks great. Your photography is great. It looks fantastic. That's what I would do. Again, I don't know if that was helpful or not. Maybe it wasn't. And you're on Shopify. Yeah. Okay. Easy. Yeah, man. Just put that in front of people. Put your pictures in front of people after you tell your why. There you go. That's my funnel for Marco. Figure out how to get people on the email list. That I don't know about. Tell your story. Try to get them. Yes, Def Gray. There will definitely be a replay, by the way. Yeah, tell your story. Try to get them involved in the brand. Understand what you're doing, what you're for, why this is important. And then just show off your product. Like, honestly, you could go mudding in the Outback for 5 months. And this watch band would be like, perfect. And here's what we've done. And all that sort of stuff. I don't know if that made any sense or not. Maybe it didn't. I don't know. Okay, let me go to the next one. Jen, greenbabydeals.com. Open up. And then I'm going to do Wendy and then Lisa. Ooh. Not sure if I can make it live. Yep, no problem. Right now I have a pregnancy challenge and the funnel runs after the 7 days of challenge emails. Okay. Goal is to buy the baby registry guide since I know they're pregnant. Smart idea. Any other thoughts besides the obvious baby deals? Baby deals. That wouldn't be Evergreen, I don't think. Well, okay, so the first thing that actually came to my mind was supplementing this. You have a product, that's great. You have a 7-day free challenge. After that, you're going to run people to the offer, the baby registry guide. I don't know what that is exactly, but it sounds like you got it. I know what a registry is, by the way. I just don't know that one. It sounds like you already have the idea for your funnel in your head. I think that's great. I'd say the first thing would be to implement the first version of that. What's 1 to 2 pages, which you already have. You got the free pregnancy challenge right here. Here's page 1. After this, I would go ahead and pitch them a one-time offer, literally on the thank you page of this, just for, what is your registry? I don't know, maybe like, I'm assuming it's less than $100. I don't see it down here, but I would pitch it to them for like $9 to $19, and then offer up like a little, do your assets, right? Inventory your assets. See if you have anything else that you could throw on as like a quick bonus that they might be interested in, something that would help them in the challenge. An extra video, an extra checklist or something. Make like a little teeny tiny bundle, just like a one-time offer. $20, right? Max, right? they're pregnant, they're worried about kids and finances, and you don't need to worry about that. But just offer this up right here, and then do the challenge. And then, it sounds like you already have the rest of this figured out, but maybe a little bit of nurture, and then pitch them again if they did not buy. Hit them hard, right? Because, I do think this is like a bit of timing issue. If they're going through this challenge, the pregnancy challenge, you only have so much time before they're not pregnant anymore. And by the way, once that happens, as a dad, all interest in this stuff just gets pushed to the side because they're trying to care for a human being, which I know you know. Okay, that's all I got, Jen. Sounds like you already have. Oh, by the way, affiliates. Yes. Last thing, baby deals. You can absolutely put these in front of people on your audience. Affiliate deals. It doesn't have to be like time sensitive. Like, I understand what deals mean. Maybe you don't do that stuff, but just do your favorite products and by the way, not just pregnancy, but for new moms. Why not? You're getting all these people for your free pregnancy challenge. They're not going to be pregnant, like, I don't know, 9 months or less, right? They're still on your list. What do you do then? Like, maybe you could have some sort of trigger set up where it follows up like a year later. Is this too much? I don't know. And it gives them new mom stuff. Or, by the way, you don't have to wait till they actually have children to provide new mom information, blog posts, products, free or paid. Like, you can give them that stuff before they actually give birth as well. And you talk about new mom stuff. Pregnancy challenge, new mom stuff. Affiliate products, affiliate offers, 100%. Don't worry about the deal and time sensitive stuff. Like, I think there's a time and place for that too. But I don't think you even have to do that. Here are my top 5 things that every brand new mother needs. Whatever that stuff is for you, affiliate or not. That'd be a good idea to add to the funnel. Moving on. Wendy. Where are you, Wendy? Wendy. WendyCoop.com. If I change my freebie to align more with helping people publish their ebooks, do I just create a separate funnel and leave the previous freebie the money tracker? So, Wendy, we're friends because you're an Online Impact and BMF and stuff. So you've already heard me tell you this. Why can't I select your website? Oh, this is stupid. I've already been on your website. Go to wendycoop.com. That was hard. One of your challenges is that you have a lot of different things. You talk about managing your money, but you're talking about ebooks too. These are 2 completely different things. Not everybody who's into personal finance is also into writing, and especially writing ebooks. And not every blogger who's watching my YouTube stream who might be interested in making their ebooks. I'm one of those people. I would love to do that. Are not interested in buying your budgeting book, right? You have several different niches, which is a challenge and a problem, and you're going to have to think through this. Your question was on a new funnel, a separate funnel. Leave the previous freebie behind. I'm going to be honest with you. This is not what you would want to hear, but I'm going to say yes. It's just different. It's drastically different. It's not like me talking to people about making a YouTube video and SEO traffic. Those are, they're different, but that's kind of the same avatar, right? If you follow Do You Even Blog, you're probably interested in growing your audience no matter what I start talking about. If I start talking about snail mail and how there's great opportunities in snail mail, that's related enough. But you don't have that. You have a different avatar with 2 different problems, 2 different challenges. One is budgeting and finance, and the other one is making money and growing an audience. Ebooks, right? These are 2 very different people with very different needs. And so my unfortunate answer is yes, I would do a separate funnel. I would do that freebie to get people to publish their ebooks or whatnot. I would nurture them over the course of a couple of days or a couple of weeks. I would also probably have a one-time offer in the ebook space, right? It's pretty normal to have like a $19 offer or something like that, like a really small, tiny one that you can put on a thank you page. Yeah, I would probably do that. I would keep it separate. It's not that, it's because the avatars are different, right? It's not the topic or niche. Those are different too. But me talking about YouTube and talking about podcasting, like those are 2 different topics, but that's the same avatar in a lot of cases. Not all the time, but a lot of cases. And yeah, I don't know if that made sense or not. Hopefully that was helpful there, Wendy. Why are these? Oh, okay. Got comments here. Where are you, Lisa? Lisa, I have an opt-in. Well, first of all, can we go here? Yay. All right. Lisa's got some lavender purple branding going on here. I have a course called Grounding for Highly Sensitive Souls. I have a super basic funnel, which hasn't worked so well yet. I have an opt-in that goes to a free meditation. There's so many free meditations. It's absolutely insane. The meditation apps, and I'm like bombarded with free meditations these days, by the way. Just an aside. I share about the opt-in on my podcast. Oh, I like that. Though maybe my sign-up page is too light on content, also not clear from the homepage. This is my first Evergreen online course. I mainly offer one-on-one coaching and group workshops. Okay. Here's the link to the opt-in that leads to the funnel of 3 emails. So is 3 emails enough? Going back to my thing here, your customer journey and your goals, what you want to have happen. Is 3 emails enough before you pitch them on anything? And I don't know the answer to this, by the way. I just know that you said one-on-one and group coaching. And in my head, I heard money. I'm assuming you're not doing one-on-one coaching and group workshops for $10, $20, $50, $100. Like, I'm assuming you're charging more than that, probably. And so 3 emails over the course of how long? I don't know. Now, a group workshop that you could charge less than $100 for, I don't know how much you are, by the way, that would be something you could put in front of people on email 1 or email 3 or whatever. Yeah. Highly sensitive souls. Let's go back to that website. Is this the opt-in? Head right here. You did? Yes. Okay. So where do I click? Head right here. This is the opt-in page. Okay. This is what you need to link people to. I don't know what this page is right here. Delete this page, this entire page. Never send people here. Send people to this one right here. This is the opt-in. This looks amazing. It's Flowdesk, which I fully support. This is all you need. You do not need more content than this for anything free. That is more than people want. And by the way, I've done this firsthand. When you have a lot of copywriting on your freebie page, people think that it looks like something paid, and they're less likely to opt in for free. It's the stupidest thing, but it's just the way we are. I've seen this so many times because I'm an idiot, and I'm like, I want to do more content and copywriting, and I want to do GIFs and screen shares of why people should opt into my free thing. It's just silly. People are like, this is going to be paid. Or if you just like slap something up, your page is perfect here. Just nourish your roots. Free grounding practice. By the way, could you be more specific? Free grounding practice. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this means. Is this a free meditation? I'll send you a wonderful grounding practice. Does your audience know what that means? If they are crystal clear on what they're getting when they opt in for free, that's great. More power to you. You're doing fine. If they are not absolutely crystal clear what those words mean, you're losing people. What is a grounding practice? I'd be very clear and specific. You get a 10-minute audio meditation where I'm going to guide you on being more fulfilled, mindful, and grounded in your everyday life. It will be delivered immediately via MP3. You can listen to it anywhere. Like, try to be hyper specific. Free grounding practice is like, I don't know what this means. Again, that's just me. I'm not necessarily your avatar. If your avatar knows exactly what they're getting, when you say free grounding practice, that's great. But if not, change the words on the freebie page to just be like, here is specifically what you get. And this is why people do mock-ups for like, PDFs and checklists and even like video courses or whatever, is so they can literally see it. They're like, oh, I get that checklist. By the way, I'll just brag. And I didn't come up with this, so it's not actually bragging, I guess. The freebie I created the other day, last week, I did a YouTube video on this. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Free checklist shows you how to do XYZ. Benefit, benefit, benefit. And then benefit. What's the outcome? What is the end result of your free grounding practice? You already have it, sort of right here. Do you want to feel refreshed? Free grounding practice to help you feel more refreshed, peaceful, and present in 10 minutes or less. Something like that. Does that make any sense? I don't know. Okay, so here's what I got. This is the perfect amount of copy. I would try and make it more clear about what people exactly are signing up for. I would try and, so I'm not going to tell you to do too much techie stuff right here, but I would love to see this like on, what is this? This is a weird immediate pop-up, by the way. When I loaded your page, this popped up immediately. Yes, by the way, I am a highly sensitive person. Free self-calming, I do need that, actually. You're like talking to me. Maybe I am in your avatar. There you go. There's great photos. I like this branding and stuff. I would love it if you could somehow figure out how to get that freebie on your homepage, just like right up front. Combination healing. T-chat. Could you do this for like $10 or like even $30, $40? Maybe free is kind of weird. Because you're getting into these, and these are great. This is appropriately priced. I love all this stuff. In-person appointments. Okay, so I'm going to say this really simply now. I've thought about this. Wait, this one took me longer. Get people on the email list through the meditation, the free grounding practice. You already have this. Try and put that everywhere on your site. Very short and simple, not a lot of copy. You don't need a whole lot of that. Try and get that on your homepage, in your header, or your footer, or in your sidebar to your blog post, that sort of stuff. Next, tell them how to use it in an email, right? There you go. If you want, on the thank you page, you could do a one-time offer for like a little, I don't see any other digital products, but in the future, you could do this. Don't worry about it right now. You could do a little one-time offer for a digital product in the future. For now, don't worry about it. Send them an email, give them the guided meditation or whatever. Teach them how to use it. Maybe do another email or two telling them how to best use it. Give them some practices. Teach them how to do it. Teach. Then I would do a little bit of nurturing. It could be 1 week. It could be a month with just a couple of emails. I'm not talking about writing 20 emails. Just talking about like 2 or 3. Telling your story about you, what you do. You could talk about how you've helped some clients. You could, name drop some of your clients, testimonials in there to give people awareness of like what you do, right? If they don't know what you do and then you hit them with book a highly sensitive T-chat, they're like, I don't know what that is. But if you tell them a story about you and how you are having this highly sensitive T-chat with some person and they talked about this problem and we talked through a solution, well, now you've taught your audience and you've also made them aware that you do a highly sensitive T-chat, right? Like do this sorts of stuff. Nurture, build awareness and anticipation for your products and your services and your group coaching and stuff like that over time. Again, I'm not talking about a 6-month funnel. I'm just talking about like 3 to 5 emails where you're name dropping some of these things. You're building a little bit of awareness and you're teaching people. You're building trust. You're building authority. And then, I would send them a pitch. Try to get them on the free T-chat so that you can get them on the coaching and custom flower essence session or any of these other things. 100%. I hope that was helpful, Lisa. JP asks, do you do this full time now? I do. I'm a full-time online business entrepreneur and blogger. Okay, did anybody else drop comments? Let's check right here. I think that's pretty good for now. We're going to leave it here. The only other thing I'll add really quick in 60 seconds or less is that I am doing my BMF launch funnel. I've set this thing up to be as easy and fast for people as humanly possible. If you go read through this page, if this sounds like something you are interested in, chances are I can help you and make you money. That's my entire pitch for BMF. It's like, yes, of course this costs money. I'm not going to do this for free. You'll make more than you pay. And if you don't, I give you a refund. That's it. I'm doing a 4-week accelerator when I break this down and I make it as easy as humanly possible with templates, pre-written copy, and swipe files. I walk people through it step by step, so you just have it done. And it's fast. And you make money. And if you don't, I give you a refund. There's my offer. Is that good? Probably not. Anyways, doyouevenblog.com/BMF is where you can find that. Closes tomorrow, and it won't launch again until fall, probably. Probably like September. I don't know. Depends. Wendy, I will see you inside. And thanks for hanging out in the live chat as well, Wendy. And that's all I got, my fam, my friends, my fam. Let me know if you have any questions. You can email pete@doyouevenblog.com. I will definitely have this replay up within an hour or 2. Not that you guys care about that, probably, if you watched it live. I think that's all I got. I love you guys. Go sign up for BMF if you are even remotely interested in building funnels and you think you have something to gain here. And I'll help you guys out. So there you go. Thank you guys for watching so much. Thank you, Tim. Thank you, JP. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Wendy. Thank you. There were some other people in here too. Def Gray. My Something Beautiful Life. I guess that was earlier. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll see y'all next time.